What is up, DSW Mafia? And welcome to what I'm going to be calling Minecraft commentaries, I guess. Sure. So instead of me having to put adding subtitles over the silent videos, I'm just gonna watch these you know sort of like a reaction, but not really because I already know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna be commentating, basically telling you what's giving you guys context, so it's not just me doing random things. See me turn the recording thing on and we're like, alright, time to record. So I think this might be one of the first videos really with Don GTO in it. Because, well, actually, this might be the very first video with Don GTO in it at all, really. So he's like my cousin. Found that out like a few days ago and stuff. He has a YouTube channel. Why don't you go subscribe to him? I'm gonna put him on my my dudes thing. But how I am with that. I like never update that. Pretty sure I have to put more people on it too. Like Super Suck. I'm not sure if I have him on it. But yeah, we out here, man. Mining. And you never know what you're gonna find. Every time you see, a dark area, it's exciting. And you can see how laggy I was. It's exciting because you might be finding a new cave. I mean, if it was very laggy because you know maybe it might be because Don GTO he lives pretty far away from us. Uh, like me, Israel, and Ryan. Ryan is Legend Ice with me. Me, him, and Ryan. We all live like relatively close together. Like we go to the same school. So yeah, since he lives in like a whole nother. Is that even a state? I'm not sure. Since he lives in like a whole nother part, like it's like a 1 hour drive from Miles to his. We like over 1 hour, I think. But yeah, it would take a long time because he lives far away. So yeah, that's probably why that might be why it's the one that. Oh, look at any. I was TPing to. I think I was TPing to. Oh yeah, Don GTO. He's also on the Minecraft series. If I forgot to mention that, I don't know. Oh yeah, he's on the Minecraft series. Extra muscle. You know, defeating the Ender Dragons is gonna be pretty tough. I mean, but this lag was pretty crazy. Oh right, I remember this part. This is when he was telling me about the fire. He said he saw a fire. He said he got struck by lightning and he saw a fire. He said he got struck by lightning and he could have died, and that when he looked out, he saw he saw the whole house. I mean, the whole front of the part of the house on fire. And this is really when things start to get mysterious. Like it was really mysterious. Everybody immediately says, "Oh, it was probably Heron. Me, I don't really think so. At least I didn't think so at that part, at that beginning part. What I thought, well, I kind of still think this, but don't tell them that. They probably don't even watch these videos. What I thought was like, why did you use flint and steel and burn the thing? I mean, the front of the house. He's like, no, I didn't do that. I just saw lightning strike. Cause the thing is, well, I didn't actually confront him about it until like way later. But I was like, oh really? You saw this fire? And he said, yeah. Cause I had recalled him talking. He was talking about something earlier about burning something down. He's like, I'm gonna burn this thing down. So I'm um, what are you gonna use? Like what are you planning to burn down? And then he was like, nah, it's crazy. I'm not gonna burn it down. Oh, this part right here. We have it on camera. I think we might. Maybe I'm being dumb. So I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry, I hit you. Do I actually have it on camera? Cause this is actually an important part. If I if I did have it on camera. So you see Israel right there. You see him. You see him. He's all like looking up, being random. Wait, actually, I don't think this is the part. Never mind. Never mind. I don't think I got that on camera actually. But it was crazy. We were all like, "Oh, why?" And then Israel was like, "Oh, I'm being stalked by an invisible thing, invisible enemy." And then like, "Oh, I'm being attacked out of nowhere." And there I was like, "Oh, wow, I'm scared." Me, I wasn't scared because I'm like, well, according to the creators of Minecraft, Heron doesn't exist. They're like, oh, there's never a character named Heron. We never put him in there. He never existed. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty crazy that he would exist. If that, it would be pretty crazy. And then Legend Nice Wolf was like, hey, maybe it's because of the Steve skin. And then like he's like, Steve is Heron worst enemy. So if we all switch to Steve's skin, then we might beat him. And then I'm like, it's probably not Heron. I'm naturally I'm like, sounds stupid. Like that's what I'm actually thinking, cause I'm like, for why? But of course I didn't say this. In actuality, I was just like, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's happening, and then I'm not sure if I even got this part on camera anymore. If I didn't, I'll tell you guys about it at the end of the video. So I have my suspicions. Right now I'm really like suspecting Don GTO. I'm like, this is definitely his doing. He's pretty much it. Just like the only thing I can't think of is like a motive. Like, for why would he do this? What would he gain out of it? Just trying to get us scared or something? But he's like he's trying to get us riled up about Heron Bryan. Cause as soon as we mentioned Heron Bryan, that's when the things started to get crazy. Oh yeah, this I actually did get on camera. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Let's go back just a little bit more. So you see me approaching. This is the part. This is the part. This is the part. This part. You see Israel right there, don't you? And you see Ryan. You see him. You see him. You see me turn around. I'm looking. I'm looking at the wall. I'm not sure. I was probably trying to get in the door. It's like AFK for like 2 seconds. I don't know. And then suddenly, I hear, the flint and steel thing sounds. That's what I suddenly hear, and I know Israel could not have done that because he can't turn around that quickly. Oh, and what do I hear after that? Oh, guys, gosh, there's a fire. I hear this from Brian, and his voice. His voice is what's really sounding pretty crazy, pretty suspicious, because I can't look him in the eyes or anything. So me being Detective Ray, like, what I used to do, since I watch a bunch of detective shows, I used to watch Law and Order SVU a lot. And then I watched Detective Conan, and then I watched Death Note. I used to watch a bunch of detective anime, um, in the anime shows. So I used to, at lunch, I would go and I'd be like, I'm a detective. I'd be like, I'm Detective Wright. Yeah, I'm smart. And then, like, they'd be like, you're a horrible detective. And, I think after just playing the part, I think I've, actually taken on that persona, I don't. So I immediately I automatically am like, Ryan, Ryan, and you'll see later down the line. I'll give you my full deduction, my full reasoning after I show you. So, Ryan's like, "Whoa, guys, there's a fire," and then I immediately say, "For why, Ryan?" Ryan's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Ryan, why'd you do that?" He's like, "What? Why, Ryan? Why'd you light light the fire?" He was like, "No, I didn't." I was like, I literally heard the flint and steel sounds. You know, like um, usually everybody's like they don't have their volumes really turned up. They usually have it down, but me, I usually have my volume turned up so I can hear the sounds in Minecraft. So I actually heard it. Like Israel, I know Israel keeps his. Well, I'm pretty sure Israel keeps his volume down. So I hear it and I'm like, Ryan, why'd you do that? And I'm just having this staring. I'm looking at him and I pull my bow out. Like I'm not gonna kill him. Like this is just like the pressure on is like interrogation time, and this becomes like a method of interrogation after this. Like you're nice, Wolf. I'm like, why did you do that, Ryan? He's like, what do you mean, Daniel? I'm like, why did you do that? He's like, I didn't do that. He's like, why are you laughing? He's like, because you're making me laugh. I'm like, oh, okay. Why'd you pull out your diamond sword? Because you have a bow in front of me. And he's like, I didn't do it. You can check my inventory. I'm like, why'd you do it, Ryan? And he starts to back away. He crouches. I'm just kidding. I'm just like, why? And I actually forgot what happens down. So this is basically very intense right here because we're just having to stare down. I'm suspecting him of just making up a story. You know, I'm like Israel is the farthest one from like actually me suspecting. Oh, and then he suddenly runs in to the house because of my lag. It's hard for me to do stuff, and I have to let go of this arrow because it's like annoying. Oh wait, no, I remember what I do. This is actually that's actually me. That was actually me to me. I could have just let go of it. Could just let go of it to the thing, but I don't know. I was just like, I actually would have saved arrows too, but I'm actually like no. Oh, and then I see Legend Ice Wolf in my room. I see him coming up from my basement room. And I'm like, why'd you do that? I was like, oh, I went to go check your inventory. So I'm already suspecting. Oh, he probably put something down in my room, and he runs up. He's like, oh yeah, you can check my inventory. Wait, I'm pretty sure he says I can check his inventory after he goes in my room. So I'm already suspecting. I'm like, uh, yeah. Like I said, I'll give you my full deduction after the video ends, and I'm pretty sure I missed some evidence too. Let me some evidence I didn't put on camera. So I'm like, it's like Legend Ice Swift definitely is he's definitely not, it's this I didn't expect, I didn't want that to happen. So I'm like, Legend Ice Swift is he's definitely not cool. He's definitely not innocent. What was I doing? Oh right, Dong GTO got disconnected. So yeah, man. I'm like, why? I'm like, why? And he's like, I didn't do it, man. So I might have missed something since I was like AFK for like 2 seconds. I'm here again, and he's looking at the rules and stuff. He's like changing and saying, "Oh, you can check my inventory. I changed it so that inventory keep is not on because we have that on. Um, because it kept getting annoying when we'd be doing mine trips, and then we would like die. We lose all our stuff. Um, yeah, have a bunch of dogs. So I'm like, um, yeah, this is crazy. This eventually leads to war. Yeah, sorry, spoilers, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't get that on camera. So I'm like, why'd you do it, Ryan? Just admit it. Just admit it. And he's backing away. He's like, I didn't do it, man. What are you saying I did? Like, why'd you do it, Ryan? I just back off, because I don't have any actual evidence. And then, well, I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you about it later after the video ends. Because this is actually crazy. Everybody's like suspecting everybody. Nobody trusts anybody anymore. I mean, Israel's really the only one I trust. Really, like at this point, I'm like, I'll explain my reasoning after. So yeah, it was very crazy. Very crazy. Legend Ice Wolf was slain. Yeah, then Speedy Israel starts killing people. Oh, this is the part where I check. Exactly, as I suspected. As I suspected. You can see it right there. Flint and steel. Right there. Right there. Right there. Suddenly, Flint and steel there. After Legend Ice Wolf was there. Suddenly. Suddenly. And that's when I'm really like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's what's even going on? And he's like, that's yours. So yeah, I pull the ball and I'm like, what's really going on, Ryan? Just admit it. Just admit it. And he pulls his bow out too. Like, yo, I ain't do nothing, yo. Put the bow down. I'm like, why'd you do it? It's like I said, the bow becomes a sign of like interrogation. Like whenever you suspect someone, you pull your bow and you're like, hey, what'd you do? Just admit it. Just admit it. I won't shoot you if you just admit it. It's just crazy. And then I think he says something wrong. He's like, I don't remember what he says, and I shoot him. But yeah, 'cause he's like saying stuff, says the wrong thing, and he's busted. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna try to explain it, go out very quickly and stuff. This video is about to end. Well, at least this video is about to end. So no, we're done. We're done. So I'm about to explain it. I'm about to explain what happens later. So my thought process, you know, so earlier in the game, yeah, like I was saying, Don GT was like, oh, I'm about to burn this down. So later, or we go up to Don GTO, his house, because he has a separate house. We go up to him, his house and stuff, and he's like, okay, because you're about to interrogate him. I'm like, hey, why did you do it? Like, I know you played a part in it too. And he's like, what? He's like, I think he defends, um, Legend Ice. So he's like, well, he wasn't even there. How would he have set those fires before? And I'm like, exactly. That's where you come in. So I go up, me and Israel pull our bows out. So does Ice Wolf. And when we pull our bows out and we like stretch them back in, and Donnie is like, he's like, move back, okay? You best put those bows away. I don't like it when people put their bows in my face, and we all have our bows in his face. So I'm like, so why were you talking about burning something up later? And he's like, well, actually, I was planning on burning Israel's chest, and I'm like, why? He's like, oh, I wanted to get Israel back, so that's what I was planning to do. I wasn't planning to burn the house up. He's like, oh, I was definitely struck by lightning, and yeah. Oh wait, I forgot about the 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 first event. It all started when we saw, well, when Israel noticed, he was like, "Oh, why is the forest on fire?" Actually, that's actually another point that makes Israel suspicious too. He was present at one of the fires. He knows one of the fires. So um, uh, yeah, the fire is burning down the forest. So I'm like, "Yo, why'd you do it?" He's like, "Oh, I was planning to burn down Israel's thing. That's why." And then like I'm like, "Okay, so here's what I think. I think, well, actually, I'm gonna tell you my full deduction right now. So what I think is, I think, well, it all changed after I remember that Israel was the one that found the forest being caught on fire. I'm pretty sure Israel didn't do that though. I don't know. So what I think is, um um I think Legendary Wolf and Don GTO sort of teamed up. I don't know how yet. They teamed up without us knowing, and they had flint and steel. They used the flint and steel. Yeah, they used some new flint and steel, and they like burned, burned some stuff, and then Legend Ice Wolf, he used my flint and steel, and burned some stuff, then put it in my chest to frame me. And Ice Wolf and me, I mean, Israel, uh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know where he fits into this. I'm not sure yet. And they did it to frame me, and they try to cover up with Herobrine, and then um, yeah. So they tried to do that, and then I remember later after that, Legend Ice Wolf, he like started a fire with the flint and steel, and then he actually admitted that he started that fire. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he did that to try to throw me off. Like, he's saying that he admitted that one, so that I'll think that he actually did do the other one. I mean, that's just my deduction. Well, anyway, this is it for this commentary. It's a pretty long one. See you guys later.